touched Narud's mind in there. I sensed his devotion to this Amon. Narud's been trying to resurrect his master for millennia.
It makes sense. The endless conflict between Protoss and Zerg, the hybrid, all part of a plan to bring Amon back.
Unless we stop him.
StarCraft has kind of taken a shift from all-out war, backstabbing, strategic positions, and all that, to a bit more ancient prophecies and plans and stuff. It's interesting, but it's definitely a clear shift from how the storyline used to be in StarCraft 1.
The hybrid, their essence is strong, but I cannot collect it.
Narud created them. Do you think he will bring you more essence if you follow him?
That one serves a master who will devour all essence.
You're talking about Amon. I think he's dead. And I'm going to make sure he stays that way.
If that one lives, all essence will be collected. Change will stop. I will fight.
Cigar?
This thing in the lab, this Narud, it's shielding itself from me, but I can still sense its power.
Tell me of it.
It's like nothing I faced before.
But you destroyed the Ancient One. You captured the power of all Zeras.
This is something born of the void. Cold and empty. But so powerful it hurts.
We are sensing strange entities in the lab.
You mean besides the hybrid and the evil shapeshifter?
Protoss, my queen, in great numbers.
Yes, I sense them now. Tal'Darim. They serve Amon willingly. They worship him.
They worship a dead god.
That makes them even more dangerous.
Tal'Darim was the bad guy Protoss in the last mission as well. I mean, the last expansion. They were sort of religious fanatics and finding artifacts and stuff.
I wonder how Narud could hope to resurrect a being as powerful as Amon.
I think the hybrid are key. They gather psionic energy. But where would they get enough to resurrect a dead god?
You told me an ancient Zelnaga artifact was used to make you human again. But all the power you wielded as the Queen of Blades, where did it go after your transformation?
You mean there might have been hybrid nearby who gathered it? And used it to... Oh no.
If Narud used the Zelnaga artifact in that way, he may already have enough energy to resurrect Amon.
That seems a bit convenient. They were just sort of nearby. I don't know. Let's go do the Mutalisk Evolution mission. After I chat with Abathur. No, he doesn't even want to chat. Well, let's do the mission then.
Perfection. Deep in the core. In strands. Mutalisk strain ready for augmentation.
Broodlords.
Feral
Vipers.
Broodlords. Must reacquire essence. Can be spun into Mutalisk strain.
Broodlords is an existing unit that is already in StarCraft Wings of Liberty. It's like a heavy assault type of thing. It's pretty strong. Viper is new and is more like a spellcast type of thing. Well, let's take a look at them.
Dominion defense platform. Sigma Centauri. Feral Broodlords nearby. Missile turrets designed to kill Mutalisks. Stalemate without Broodlords.
Find the Broodlords. We'll assimilate their essence and destroy the Dominion.
Tunnels.
Kill Broodlords. Recover essence.
I'm going straight for the Broodlords. I don't know if that's wise.
essence.
Pop, 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 pop. Now we can morph.
Mutalisks can morph into Broodlord. Await your command.
Much better.
Broodlord launches Broodling. Assault ground targets from distance. Supplying Mutalisks will protect Broodlords. Complementary skills.
See, this is where...
Now let's end this stalemate.
See, normally, like, what I've been doing in the mission so far is just been pressing F2, which just selects my entire army and moving around. And that's, well, that's generally a pretty beginner thing to do. But it's worked for the most part, because I've made simple units. That's why when I made the Lurkers, it didn't really work that well. But when you have units like this, and they're so different, Broodlord can only attack the ground and they're really slow. Mutalisk are like fast and mobile. You need to separate them. So we have two groups. These bring up the rear, and Mutalisks are basically defending the Broodlords. So we can go with the Broodlords like this, and they'll take out the missile turrets like that. And then if they try to go for them, we defend. Broodlings will die. That's sort of their purpose in life. We have such range. There's like we're like an air siege unit. I've set the Mutalisks just on follow, so they don't actually try to attack. Broodlings are very, very strong. They always were. Ah, and see, there we go. Viking shows up, and that's when we need the Mutalisks to defend. Now we actually start taking the time to use some...
Drop in reinforcements.
To use what we call micro. Oh, I'm hardly an expert. As I said, I was... Yeah. I'm rusty, and I was never that amazing in the first place. I'm getting into the hang of things now, though, even though it's just a campaign. The beauty of it is, if you don't specifically control your units when you play, the automatic attack will tend to go straight for the Broodlings, and that basically just means they eat up the damage. And that damage will go on temporary units, as opposed to your Broodlords or, you know, other Hydralisks or anything. They're like the perfect frontline soldiers. Although they're pretty weak, obviously. See, they have pretty long range, these Thors. So we gotta be careful. What we want to do is we want to send in the Broodlings to deal with this, and we got enough of those. So if you do like one run like that, you get a chunk to stop their initial things. Luckily, the beauty of this as well is that when Broodlings get fired on by the tanks, you get splash damage and they destroy their own Dominion fortressing. So that's why I'm not actually going to attack the tanks. I'm going to let them destroy their own command center.
Planetary fortress destroyed. Platform secured.
Under attack.
Brocus Her. Dominion storage world. Transport wreckage discovered. Jorium crystal contained within. Jorium useful for experimentation. Enhances psionic potential. Must acquire. Completed research on primal essences. New strain created. Viper ready to assault Dominion.
We saw a glimpse of these on Xeris, but we mostly killed it fast enough before they actually did anything cool.
Viper strategic asset. Abducts targets. Pulls to its location. Usable on ally or foe.
Move across the river and pull our aberrations to the other side.
Ah. Group 1, Group 2. Oh, okay. I get it. Need to pull these.
Siege tanks detected. Use Vipers. Pull into range of aberrations.
So we place the aberrations there. Pull this guy down. And then immediately kill him before he gets a shot off. Quite handy. You get fast enough before you even get time to siege up. Were you hiding in the trees? How does that even work? How are you tiny enough to hide in the trees? Big giant siege tank.
Viper emits disabling cloud. Foes within cannot attack.
Rip that bunker apart.
Heh. This is sort of like the Corsair ability in StarCraft 1 or the Defiler ability in StarCraft 1. Nice to see we're getting a little bit of that back.
Final defenses remain. Move in for the kill.
Ah yes, we need to grab them up here. Hello. Join us, my friends. Now let's plant a few... Oh sweet, they can steal life and get energy back. How are they for energy? Generally pretty good, except this one. Which you can steal a bit from there. There we go. Right, so Cloud. And then we send the aberrations in.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, they can actually attack. That's handy, I suppose. Jorium crystal.
Jorium cargo secured. Must prepare Mutalisk morph. Returning to evolution pit. Mutalisk morph ready for integration. Await decision.
Definitely Broodlords. Vipers are handy, but require a bit too much micromanagement. And for a big mass-up assault, Broodlords are unbeatable.
Evolution complete.
Broodlord. I don't think we've leveled up much. Yes. You've told me this like 2 times already. Mission time.
Narud is an ancient creature of vast power. He waits for you in the bowels of this place. One of you will die. Make sure it's that son of a bitch.
That's the plan.
The Zerg have breached the sanctum.
Protoss.
Narud has held these Tal'Darim in reserve. They are his best troops. The final battle is near. A shame. This Ultralisk might have been useful.
Organism Stukov misunderstands. Death irrelevant. Only essence important.
Oh Jesus. Undead Ultralisk.
Ultralisk reconstituted. Ultimate expression of swarm evolution.
We need to secure location for our hive cluster. Then, we deal with Narud.
Stukov.
For formality.
Oh, I forgot to change our abilities.
Clear away these fanatics.
Move quickly.
Speak.
Attack!
This
Killed him before he could even say my brothers.
We are without limit.
Corrosive Blast. That's pretty cool. Also, this is really useful.
Yes.
Eliminate the abomination.
Man, the Ultralisks are quite good. And that noise is really satisfying. The slashing noise they do.
Why would Narud build this lab on top of a Zelnaga temple?
You know nothing of the Zelnaga.
Narud is driving a null zone towards you. It will kill you on contact. These temples are amplifying his power.
Stukov, go to the temples and destroy them.
I thought you'd never ask.
Mission Stukov. Oh, snap.
Keep your mind clear. I hear you.
I guess Kerrigan is busy.
Forward! Rythian. The first temple is located here. Now, let's go destroy it.
Be quick about it. The null zone is pushing toward me.
Stukov, I sense crystals, which Narud is using to store raw psionic energy.
Yes, their energy is faint. Hidden near the temples. If time permits, we will find them and destroy them.
There we go, one.
Forward!
Alright, that should be enough drones.
Our victory is assured. Done. Yes, I see.
See, the problem before is when I try to use abilities, I click on something and then if I didn't have the energy for it, I left click and that selected them instead, and I have kept having to reselect. But now that I've turned off show enemy selection, it's a lot easier.
Forward!
Anyway, let's not forget that we have units that we can use. Ultralisks, for example. Oh, we need overlords. Well, let's make overlords then.
Yes, I see.
It's particularly cool because Stukov doesn't actually have energy, he just has cooldowns.
Our forces should focus on destroying Narud's temples.
Probably a good idea. There's quite a lot of dudes here.
Forward! A sound the city.
Man, the Ultralisk is about to die. Let's make some new Ultralisks then.
We require more minerals.
There's not too many here, I can take them.
Done. Please, Nicholas. Yes, I see. I hear you. Our victory is assured.
That's one temple. It's about
I am
time.
channeling psionic energy into this temple,
Oh.
but it will take time.
I guess we have to defend them.
Defile the shrines of our god? We shall strike you down!
Oh man, they take
Must
time.
focus, but I can still use my powers for the fight. Remain alert. A hybrid approaches. Our victory is assured.
Oh man, we've got a hybrid coming.
Move quickly.
Oh, a big one
Sound the
too.
city. I can use corrosive blast to eat through the armor of this hybrid.
Yeah, that's pretty important.
First temple is deactivated.
Oh yeah, Kerrigan is winning
Excellent
now.
work, Stukov. I can feel Narud's strength slipping.
Success, but only for a moment. We must disable the other temples. There's no need for formality.
Oh, that's a lot of temples. I want Hydralisks.
Destroy their
Actually, I want...
She cannot survive alone!
Okay, yeah, he's changed his accent now. He's no longer the Dr. Narud. Oh, snap.
Keep your mind clear.
I want the... not Tiltrus Cavern, the Spire, because I want to start Broodlords up in this.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Speak freely.
Kerrigan is still sort of losing. There he is, Dr. Narud.
We have met the enemy. Yes, I see. Forward.
Can we... oh man, no, we barely have any... okay, circling's done. And while we're at it, some more hatcheries. We can build one here. Expansions is always good. And if we can take this temple as well. And maybe another expansion at some point? If not, at least another hatchery. Just sort of like here.
I hear you.
Oh, and another Vespene Geyser.
Our victory is assured.
None may challenge the master.
Oh, shut up.
Destroy the Protoss quickly. The Hybrid approach.
Alright, we're gonna need some anti-air. Hydralisk Cavern.
Forces are under attack.
Ah, it's the hybrid. I can bring it up here so that Nerd can use Stugov can use spells. Thankfully the infested Terran can attack air, so